course, my dog has decided that now would be the perfect time for him to eat his dinner. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you hear that chewing in the background, I'm so sorry. My dog decided that right now is the best time for him to eat his dinner, and we are not going to stop him from getting his sustenance. With that being said, welcome back to the channel that always has some background noise. For today's video, we are going to be making some crochet ornaments. Now, I will be using the same intro for all three of these videos because it was supposed to be one video, but I realized it was going to be way too long, so I'm going to be splitting it up into 3 different videos. For the first ornament, we're going to be making this tiny little yarn bin. I think it is so cute. Dang, Mallow, you're real loud. Before we get into the tutorial, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel and also turn your notification bell on so that YouTube can notify you every time I post. Also, if you're interested in my patterns and my designs and my other social media pages, all of those fun links will be in the description below. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using a size 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Just for a little disclaimer, I did use a size 4 millimeter crochet hook for this one. However, I do want it to be a little bit smaller, so for this tutorial we're going to be using a 3.5. A 3.5 or a 4 will work. However, the 3.5 project will be a little bit smaller. You're also going to get your yarn of choice, so I am going to be using let's use white for this bin. And we're going to start off by making a magic circle. If you don't know how to make a magic circle, I'll put my tutorial for the magic circle up here somewhere, and go watch that video and come back to this one. But we're going to start with our magic circle, and then we are going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. This beginning chain 3 counts as our first treble crochet. After we chain 3, we're going to do 3 double crochets into the magic circle. So 1, 2, 3. After we do our 3 double crochets into the magic circle, we're going to do a treble crochet. So you're going to yarn over twice, go into the circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. After that treble crochet, we're going to do 3 more double crochets. Now we can close our circle a little bit. And after we do those 3 double crochets, we're going to do another treble crochet. After that treble crochet, we're going to do 3 more double crochets. One more treble crochet, then our last set of 3 double crochets. So this is what it should look like. We can completely close our circle now at this point by pulling the tail, and then we are going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain from that chain 3 at the beginning. Hopefully it's not too hard to see in this white yarn, but I'll get real close for you. So that's 1 chain here, the 2nd chain here, the 3rd chain here at the top. We're going to slip stitch into that 3rd chain, then we're going to chain 3. This chain 3 once again represents our first treble crochet, and in the same hole that the chain 3 is coming out of, we're going to put 2 double crochets. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So 1 double crochet in that stitch, 1 double crochet in the next, and 1 double crochet in that 3rd stitch. Now into the next stitch, which should be our treble crochet from the previous row, we're going to put all of this into 1 stitch. So you're going to put 2 double crochets, 1 treble crochet, and then another 2 double crochets into 1 stitch. So it should be 5 stitches in that 1 stitch. My nails are yellow from cooking. Okay, so we're going to do our 2 double crochets, our treble crochet into that same stitch. This yarn is splitting on me a little bit. And then 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. I promise it'll all fit. Okay, so that's your first corner. In the next 3 stitches, we're going to put 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. So we should be at our next treble crochet now, and into that treble crochet we're going to do another corner, which is going to be 2 double crochets, a treble crochet, and another 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And I know sometimes you guys say I go a little too fast, but you can actually slow down the video in your YouTube settings. So if you want a video where I'm talking a bit slower, or if you want a video where I'm talking faster, you can actually go to your settings and either speed up or slow down the video. Just a little tip. But we got our treble crochet done, and now we're going to do our last 2 double crochets into that same stitch, and that is our second corner. So we're going to put 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and then we're going to work another corner into that treble crochet. And don't forget, our corner is 2 double crochets, 1 treble crochet, another 2 double crochets into that same stitch. And then 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And in that very last gap where that beginning chain 3 is coming out of, this hole right here, we're going to put 2 double crochets. Now we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain from that beginning chain 3, and that is our second round of our little Christmas basket. Make sure that you pull your circle closed pretty tight so it stays closed. You can even tie a knot if you would like. For our next 2 rows, we're going to be doing the same thing. So we're going to chain 2, turn your work, and we're going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, so once you've put a double crochet into every single stitch, at the end you're going to slip stitch into the 2nd chain from the beginning chain 2. You're going to chain 2 again, turn your work and do the same thing. 1 double crochet in every single stitch. So once we're at the end of that second row of double crochets, you're going to slip stitch into the second chain from the beginning chain 2, then chain 1, turn your work, and then place a half double crochet in every stitch all the way around. Now I'm not gonna lie, doing half double crochets with such a small hook is a little challenging, but just put your elbows in it and you'll be all right. So after putting a half double crochet in every stitch, you're going to slip stitch into that first chain from the beginning of the row. Then you're going to chain 1 again. We do not turn our work. Instead, we're going to slip stitch into the next 8 stitches. So 1 slip stitch in each of the next 8 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we're going to slip stitch into the next 9 stitches. Let's do the next 9. So 7, 8, 9 stitches. There we go. And then we're going to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to skip the next 6 stitches, and into the 7th stitch, you're going to place a slip stitch. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into the 7th stitch, we're going to slip stitch. And then we're going to slip stitch for the next one. Then we're going to slip stitch for the next 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we are going to chain 12 again. So after we chain 12, we're going to skip the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in that 7th stitch, we're going to slip stitch. Then you're going to slip stitch into the last stitch. And then slip stitch into that chain 1 from the beginning of the row. And that's it. You're going to bind off. And you have your little basket. How adorable is this? This is just too adorable. Like, come on, guys. I am a sucker for small things. Now, at this point, you can stuff it with whatever you want to stuff it with. This one I stuffed with little yarn balls. I actually put some cardboard into the basket itself to keep the shape, and I just added the little yarn balls on top. Of course, I'm gonna go in and like spray glue all the yarn together. Okay, so we have a little bit of spray adhesive. If you can't tell, it's been used a lot, but I'm just gonna add like a tiny little bit to the inside cardboard and stick down my little yarn balls. side a little bit, and then these babies down. It's so adorable. So for this one, I don't have another piece of cardboard, so I'm actually just gonna fold up some paper. So I have 2 sheets of paper here, and I'm just gonna literally fold it to the shape of the basket. And this is just to keep the shape of the basket. You can really stuff it with whatever you want. If you want to stuff it with like actual stuffing or yarn scraps, that'll probably work too. But this is looking a little too rectangular. Doesn't work. So you just stuff it down in there. And this is literally just to keep the square shape of the bin. And for this bin, I'm actually going to stuff it with some of my little gauge swatches to make it like a little whip bin. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to spray this paper with this adhesive. You can use whatever adhesive you have. If you have like a glue gun, that'll probably work just as good. And I'm just going to roll this up and stick it down in there. And then I'm gonna spray some more and stick this one down in there too. How cute! Now it's a little whip bin. Oh my gosh. So now we have our yarn bin and our whip bin. You can also stuff one with scrap yarn and make that like a scrap bin. That would be cute. And I'm just gonna make the loops now for the handles to hang it on my tree. So what I'm gonna do for the loop is I'm actually gonna do the invisible knot. If you know how to do an invisible knot, then you can do that, or you can just do a regular knot. I'm just doing an invisible knot because I am extra. Oh, I was supposed to do the invisible knot around the, oh great, okay. Let's try that again. Get another piece. And you just stick it around the handles like so. Then I'm gonna do my little knot. I'm just gonna do a regular knot just to make my life easy. You can also use twine if you want to, or string, like normal ornaments. Just use string, so you can just use that too. Make sure you tie your knot really tight. And there you have it, your little yarn bin and your little whip bin. Ornaments for ornaments for your Christmas tree. This is literally so adorable. I can't even get enough of this. I can't wait to hang these up on my tree. But stay tuned for the rest of the ornaments in the series. Make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss out. And leave me a comment below on how you feel about these little ornament baskets. I think they're adorable. If you hate them, let me know, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.